for a change. Um, I got some business taken care of, and I got back, and I thought about doing this, give my first impression of what it was like, um, but instead I chose not to, and I wrote about it instead, and I feel pretty good about the writing. I was able to get in touch and get connected with how I actually felt about it, versus like on here, I'm just going to, who knows what this is, but I just don't get to the same um, understanding of where I'm at. I don't think so. I just don't relate. Um, I don't think as well. I mean, there is a lot going on here that I probably don't even understand, um, or I'll value it later. But right now, it is just something I'm doing, and I don't understand exactly why. But I'm still doing it. So, and I guess I enjoy it in a sick, perverse way. I get to, show off and be, myself on camera and look silly and make faces and, do stuff. I don't know. And, you know, show off my plain, unassuming clothing. Like, I don't think I've worn my jacket yet. So this is my standard jacket that complements all my attire for going outside when it's weather that permits a jacket, which is all the time for about 6 months of the year, from pretty much, well, maybe 7 months of the year, from September till April. So maybe 7, maybe even 8 months. I don't know, but no, I exaggerate a little bit. But definitely October through well into March, you know, until it starts getting above 60 degrees on a regular basis, Fahrenheit. I keep a jacket around. I like to be warm. I don't see any reason to be cold if I don't have to be. I mean, I run cold, but I don't have to feel cold, and I don't even mind the cold all that much. But I like my options, so I keep the jacket around. And so anyway, I guess the main thing about the writing today was the 25th of January um, was getting the property taxes done and going to the bank and dealing with the bank and the drive-through and the vacuum tubes and communicating over an intercom and trying to do that, and then going to the post office and doing that. And I wrote about it. It's already posted. It's already written. And how I felt about it. So, in this case, this is the complementary to that story, instead of roles reversed. Um, so, just for a change. And, you know, got to mix things up just to try out new things. Because if I just, I will, if I don't, if I'm not careful, just fall into a pattern and get comfortable and just never invent myself out of it. And it's like I need to reinvent myself, in one way, shape, or form. And it's like I find a way, and I will just. It's more about addition than subtraction. I tend to just add things, and I don't have to subtract things because the things just naturally just kind of fall away as I don't use them, or I don't interact with them, or I don't connect with them. I eventually just, I'll remember after the fact and be like, oh yeah, that thing that I used to do that I don't do anymore. When did I stop doing that? Why? Oh, I guess I just didn't. Why was I doing it in the first place? And why did I feel like I had to continue doing it? And do I feel better not doing it? Yes, I do. Because if I did feel better doing it and I stopped, it's like, well, why did I stop? So, you know, like things just fall away. Like, and it's like, I don't need to be a prisoner to my own habits. No one's enforcing them. Am I enforcing them? Do I need to be enforcing them? What good is that? I mean, there's healthy practices, healthy habits, but I don't need to be my own prisoner. And it's like, I don't need to be my own jailer, my own judge, my own warden. You know, I am not an institution. So, because I'll just build up a resentment towards myself for not letting me be free. And I don't have to do that. So, if that made sense, good. So, like I say, this is just improvisational. And these are just my random thoughts that, just float. And I just say them as they appear. So, I don't know how anybody else thinks. This is just how I think, and I'm just saying the words out loud. And I like knowing that things get buried and they get lost. And I get the sense of having said them. So they become real. They got said, and but then they get buried on top of fresher material. So there's layers, and if somebody they really want, it's all there. I don't know why anyone would want to, but it is all there. Like my entire story, except for the parts that I don't think are noteworthy or haven't told yet because I just haven't gotten around to it. But I don't have any secrets. There is nothing hidden. Um, I, I think I've got all my traumas laid bare. The rest is just filler material of an entire lifetime, which is a lot. But isn't everybody's? Everybody's got a whole lifetime of, good things, bad things, in between things. And you never really actually get to know anybody all the way, I don't think. Get a sense. And a sense is enough for me. And I don't know who anybody else is looking for. Who is anybody else looking for? And how do they know when they find them? Or do they just find somebody that'll work? I don't know. You see a lot of people that walk around really unhappy. At least I do around here. I don't know if that's how it is everywhere. I get the feeling that it is. But there are people that seem genuinely happy. And it's like, wow, good for them. And it's like, are they just naturally like that compatible? Or is it something they work at? I'm guessing it is a natural compatibility, but also they have to work at it. So it's that collaborative, cooperative, compatibility. There's a few more words that I'm trying to string them all together. So, I don't know. I guess that's what I'm looking for, is just that, I don't know, that sense of knowing and being known. And just, I've never had that. And I don't know what that's like. So, I don't know if I'd recognize it if I ever found it. So, I just try to appreciate things as they are, as they happen, because I don't know for certain when things change. I can only know for myself. It's like a lot of my decisions, they're already made. I kind of know what I'm looking for, kind of, But a lot of times I don't know the timing and the shape and the form of how things are going to happen, of course. And so as things are happening, it's like, okay, is this okay? Am I okay with this? Is this falling within whatever criteria or my ability to process? And it's like, well, yeah. And do I need to? I don't really need to explain. I just need to know. And there's a difference. There's a big difference between being able to explain something and just knowing something, and or sensing something. So, and a lot of times it's like I think I think I maybe I place it too much weight or measure too much on the knowing and the sensing versus the facts. I don't know. People really place too much emphasis on facts. Facts can be deceiving in their own way. Evidence can lead to different conclusions depending on who is looking at it. Those rosy colored glasses, or so I don't know. Place value on the experience, and I can't document or record the experience. I can give myself the benefit of the doubt, and give other people the benefit of the doubt that it's like all the not knowings, are they worth knowing? Yes. Is it possible to ever know? It's like, no. And I don't think I want to. I like not knowing a lot of things. I like it allows for people to be themselves. So I'm not constantly. If I knew people well enough, then I would, be. I would be holding them towards what I think is them without allowing for their personal growth, because I don't see them, all the growth that's happening and all the change that's happening. So it's like if I could ever come to a static picture or conception of somebody, a thought, an idea, then that person doesn't exist anymore. And if I'm trying to hold somebody to that, well, that person isn't there. So, because the person that I'm dealing with, that person's new every day. I'm meeting a new person every day. So it's like reintroductions. And same for me. So anybody that's trying to hold me accountable to being myself or the person that I used to be, I'm not that person anymore. And that person that I was, that wasn't me either, because I was pretending. And I wasn't being myself. I was trying to be somebody else for other people. So now I'm being myself for myself, and going from there, and having a better time of it. And like I've stumbled onto it and I like it a lot. And what other people don't know doesn't mean it's bad, and what other people don't understand doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means that it's different. And it's like I struggle with. It's like I don't think it's a problem of me being, I am not too normal, and I am not too strange. I'm not even too different. I don't know what it is. And I think that's good. and I think I shouldn't worry about it so much. I think I'm okay. I think I'll live. And what is for me, if there is anything for me, it's there, and I will find it. And, or it'll find me, and I won't, you know, strange things have happened. And now is a once in a lifetime opportunity. So I try to seize onto that. And it's like recognize and appreciate when the time comes. And being the person capable of, being the person. Right person, right time. So I'm working on that. I think I want to use the word, but I'm not going to, except that I am. I'm right on schedule. At least I feel I am. I don't think I'm. If I knew exactly what I was supposed to be doing, I'd be doing it. I'd be working towards it. But I get stuff done as it needs done, as I become aware of it, and then I've just got free time, where I just get left to my own devices to do as I do. And it's like, people wonder, what does, maybe they don't. Maybe they don't wonder, because I just show up. I go away, and then I show up, and I come back, and I do stuff, and it's like I have adventures, and very little evidence of them, because I don't talk about it, and I don't share it, because it's personal. But I know it. And every so often somebody will say that they saw me somewhere, and it's like then they expect a story. And sometimes I'll share a little bit of the story, like what I was doing, why I was there. Not always though. It's just too funny. And it's like, you always wonder how. Well, at least I did when I was younger. It's like, what is up with that guy? It's like, why is he doing that? How does that? And it's like, I kind of am that guy now. In a good way, I think so. It only has to make sense to me. So. Eric at play. It's a lot better than the Eric of before. And just constant misery, doubt, self-loathing, self-pity, lost. A life dying. A light going out. No hope. So, it really doesn't matter too much to me, hardly. It matters. It really, 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 really does. But it's like, to the best of my ability, what is within my ability to manage, I will be okay. And it's like, my being okay is not entirely contingent and conditional on the rest of the world. It's a choice. I have that ability to just be okay and continue to make that choice. And a lot of bad stuff has happened, and a lot of bad stuff is going to happen. And I don't have a say in it. But I do have a choice for myself. And I try to encourage that in others, so they don't fall into despair and stay there and live there. Because I know what it was like, and there's nothing fun about it. At least it wasn't for me. Just like I said, I didn't live a bad life. I just lived really badly for a long time. It was very lonely, and it wasn't a life, it was just an existence, a purgatory. So, self-imposed. So, now, I don't self-impose that. I self-impose other things, but then I allow myself the freedom that I'm not my own prisoner. So I can adapt and change and do other things. And if I don't like something, I don't have to do it. And it's like, yeah, I like myself a whole lot better this way. I like my life a whole lot better this way. Is everything perfect? No. Am I happy? I suspect that I might be without knowing it. I'm definitely happier. But there's things that I'm working on that are running in the background, that are outside of my purview. But I am, regardless, it's like I don't have understanding, but things are going on, and it's like I'm somehow involved in other things, and I don't know, but I'm okay with it. You know, it is highly unorthodox. Of course, I'm putting that up against an orthodoxy of one, my own understanding of everything, which is really, really a finite amount. But anyway, I'm getting distracted and kind of hungry too because I haven't eaten today. So then I'll probably take a nap. And then I'll go to the 7 o'clock meeting. Where 2 weeks ago, a person that was alive and talking and sharing and chairing the meeting relapsed on heroin and is no longer alive. All of everything that he ever was or had potential to become or do, just, and who knows? It is kind of sad, though, Not kind of sad, it is sad. Because that's how impermanent we are. But that's the way of things. And as somebody said in some movie or some book or many times over the course of the entire history of humanity, how we face death is just as much, if not more important, than how we face life. In so many words. There's a quote, but quotes get paraphrased all the time. So. But anyway, yes. So I need to take care of sustaining this mortal shell with sustenance to keep it going on a molecular level, the chemical energy which drives it and provides me the ability to do the stuff that I do, gives my body the resources to heal from injury, which allows me to function and move about in the world as I want to do. So, got to keep this energy starved physical form going. I need the chemical energy to even think and dream. So all that energy has to come from somewhere. And yeah, so I probably do need to be more careful and be aware of my nutrition. I don't eat probably very well. It's very processed, but it's what I am used to, and it's what I can afford, and is what is available, and I don't really have much thought or inclination to do otherwise for myself. Nutrition is just something I don't even consider too much. It's probably a bad thing. I quit drinking, quit smoking. I kind of have to keep eating. I can't survive on just water. Um, but I probably could eat better, the foods I choose. Um, so, I don't know. That's a whole other thing. But, drifting thoughts. So, this was a good talk. I enjoyed it. I'll do it again. You and me. And good time, good time. We'll do it again. Um, until then, all right, all right. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay.